Be and however you may be listening, we're live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, FS1. Joel Klatt yelling at me in 10 minutes. Joy Taylor hopefully not yelling at me the rest of the show. It's great to have you. Enjoy. How are you?
Can't make any promises.
All right. Yeah, that with me, that's the best way to go. What happens a lot in business, and basketball is a business, is you create this standard and it dominates an industry. And then 10 years later, you end up facing people who have watched you and copied you and duplicated what you do, and you end up facing yourself. Whole Foods creates this organic 30-year brand. And now their earnings, people are nibbling away at their earnings because they figured out organic food, and they're offering organic food, and you have boutique grocery stores that aren't as busy as Whole Foods. And now Whole Foods is facing itself. Tiger Woods out there, ripped, didn't even look like a golfer. 15 years later, Tiger's on the course with guys that are long off the tee, can drive just like he used to, and oh, by the way, they're in really good shape too. Tiger's facing himself now. Maybe not as good as him, but he's facing somewhat the image of Tiger. Ripped, long off the tee, in shape, aggressive. LeBron's facing this. LeBron is Mr. Player Empowerment. Create your own path. Shorter contracts. Be mobile. Be your own man. Individual matters and team. Yes, it does. And Kyrie Irving looked at that and said, yeah, you're right. You're Batman. I don't want to be your Robin. I'm out. Boston, hello. And Paul George said, yeah, empowerment. The man. I got a better chance to be the man with an aging Westbrook than an aging LeBron. I'm going to stay in Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant's following LeBron's playbook. 1-year deals. Player controls the team. Join stars. Exit at any time. LeBron's now trying to find young players to join him, stars. But they don't want to be his Robin. They don't want to be a sidekick. They don't want to sign long deals. They want to have mobility. And this is forcing the Lakers to have to trade everybody to get Anthony Davis, which is what happened to this team and ruined the season. LeBron got hurt. Anthony Davis trade rumors came out, and out of the last 10 games past that, they're 3-7. The last 10 games have ruined their season. Before that, we were like, 8 seed. No, they're not getting in now. All those Anthony Davis. So it's forced the Lakers to engineer a massive trade to get somebody because Paul George isn't interested, and Kawhi Leonard isn't interested, and Kyrie Irving's not interested, and Klay Thompson doesn't appear to be interested. Is that you end up facing yourself. And LeBron is Mr. Empowerment, Mr. Mobility, Mr. Create Your Own Path. That's what Kyrie Irving said. Kyrie's like, I've seen his act. I'm going to use his act and leave. I don't want to be his Robin. If Paul George would have said, think about this. If Paul George would have said 5 months ago, I'm in, it'd all be good. Wouldn't have any of these problems. They'd be a 2 or a 3 seed. Paul'd be averaging 24. You'd have your 2 stars. You wouldn't have had to trade to get him. And then you'd have Paul George, LeBron, all these young guys, and you could move them for a 3rd guy. But it didn't happen because Paul George said, I want to be more of the man, and I got a better chance to be the man in OKC with an aging point guard than I do LeBron James. So, to some degree, LeBron and Chris Broussard talked about this yesterday on our show, is he's created this kind of global iconic basketball powerhouse, and everybody's watching.
I just think LeBron is his own corporation, and he looks at this as a business deal. He's always in the partnerships. You know, with all his endorsements, he doesn't want to just be a client of a company. He wants to be a partner of a company. And I think he looks at it as, when I was with Cleveland, I was a partner.
to get a top 3 lottery pick than to make the playoffs as they currently stand, an 11 seed in the West. This story's out. Boy, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, or if you're a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, 2 words you love hearing: Eli extension. Yes, the Giants general manager, Dave Gettleman, is speaking with the media tomorrow for the first time since the end of the season. And it looks like the Giants are expected to commit to Eli as the starting quarterback again next year. Oh, the Eagles and the Cowboys. It is a good day. Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon Barkley are 2 stars, and yet you're not putting legit batteries in those sports cars. Eli cannot elevate those 2. In 2019, Eli Manning is Andy Dalton, and Odell Beckham wants to be more than A.J. Green. Okay? Remember that Odell Beckham one-handed catch? He's the same guy. Odell Beckham is the same guy that made this catch. Remember the Eli Manning that won the Super Bowls? He is not the same quarterback. Okay. The New York Giants have become a second-tier organization. It is remarkable how fear-based they've become. They're Cincinnati. Oh, my bad. They're just not winning as much as Cincinnati the last 5 years. The Giants roster is 8 guys away from being special. I don't blame Odell Beckham Jr. 1 iota for wanting out of New York City, and he's never told me he wanted out. But you can tell if a team is making a good move or a bad move by how your rivals react. And the Eagles and the Cowboys today love hearing this headline: the Giants continue to commit to Eli as next year's starting quarterback. I like Eli. He's a nice guy. But the downside to being in these big markets like Los Angeles and New York is sometimes there are components you deal with you don't deal with in Kansas City or Indianapolis. The Lakers signed Kobe because Time Warner said, we're not giving you a massive new TV contract, Bus family, unless Kobe's part of the last 2 years. And so they signed Kobe to a massive contract. It was a business deal over a let's grow for the future deal. And this Eli Manning thing in New York it's bad for the Giants brand. The Manning family's American football royalty. We're going to go with Eli. Sorry. But this is one of the reasons I support Odell Beckham Jr. more than Antonio Brown. Steelers, Big Ben is a great asset as a wide receiver. Eli's a shot fighter. He's Andy Dalton. That's what he is. And Odell Beckham's like, all right, I want to be more than A.J. Green. I want to be closer to Julio Jones. I want to be a big deal. I want to be closer to Jerry Rice. I want to be closer to stars. New York Giants, do it again. You'd think I hate Eli. I really don't. I really like him. But I got to be honest. I calls him as I sees him, and it's you got to do better. You look at that Giant roster, and you look at that Cowboy roster, and you look at that Eagle roster, New York is not even close. Joel Klatt, 10 minutes of wrong. He's going to be yelling at me next. Is he here in studio today? Will you hear the echoes in the building? All right. Kyler Murray, number 1 pick. Sorry. Got to bulk up to 206. I am concerned. Building my franchise around you for 14 years. When the real tough weather hits, the performance of your wiper blades can make a huge difference. That's where Michelin Premium Wiper Blades comes in. Okay? Offering an unparalleled, streak-free, squeak-free, long-lasting performance. Drizzle, snow, hail. We're about 60-70% through winter. We're late February. Then we've got spring, which, depending on where you live, is about 10 weeks. By the way, I not only have new wiper blades, I'm getting 4 new tires today. Can I tell you that? I'm getting my tires replaced today. Why? Because I got 8 more weeks of lousy weather. Be ready for what lies ahead. Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Better visibility, see clearly, drive safely. It's available at Walmart, Pet Boys, Amazon, and other fine retailers. Joel Klatt coming up next. He uses Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. If not, he should. To clear out the vision to see Kyler Murray's too small. Next.